powerhouse of growth, of new experiences. You just don't know it yet. Let's change that, shall we? With innovation at our core, we've reimagined what's possible. Harnessing the body's natural energy flow with light. Backed by clinical research, X39 stimulates the skin with low levels of light to elevate a key peptide linked to renovating and rejuvenating the body. This life technology supports improved movement, recovery, and overall health and well-being. You are Generation Awesome. Shifting paradigms and creating new ones. We always knew you had it in you. Now it's time to prove it to yourself. Your adventures are only beginning. Discover the power and simplicity of doing more with X39. Be the light. LifeWave. An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things. Like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHKCU, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy for improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being. With the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that could support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
Imagine if you were part of the solution instead of the problem. Imagine if you had the power to help those in need and could erase the pain of others. Imagine if people expected us to be there when disaster hit. LifeWave family members have repeatedly met the call of those in need. Whether it is to provide pain relief, a better night's sleep, or just to have the face of someone that cares, a LifeWave member has been there.
And whether donating regularly to the Red Cross over the years, or more recently with the Convoy of Hope, which jumped in immediately to help those in need after Hurricane Helene, LifeWave has always been there as well.
What happened at the beginning of all this is that we did a conference in Las Vegas, and it was a hugely successful conference. We had almost 2,000 people there for our very first one. We had 40 speakers that came in, professional athletes, professional coaches, Olympic coaches, and a fellow by the name of Thomas Burke approached me and said, you know, this is so phenomenal. I'm so proud to be a member of this company. As you know, there was just a hurricane off the coast of Florida. Have you thought about starting a program to give back? And it was at that minute I realized that when a company becomes successful, you have an obligation to help those in need and give back to those that are less fortunate. So we raised, I think it was $50,000 in relief effort for the Red Cross at that very first event. The members that we have in our community globally are absolutely extraordinary people. They have always been there to help those in need. So we had a situation in Australia where there were the bushfires, and there were LifeWave members that were there to give back and provide financial assistance, patch people, provide medical aid. We've had victims of earthquakes in Indonesia, earthquake in Italy, of course, multiple hurricanes, and LifeWave members have always been there personally to provide medical aid and assistance. The frustrating part for me is that these are people that need help now, not in a couple of weeks. They need help now. And so it was these type of incidents where I began to think that I would like to have the capability to provide medical aid, provide relief effort to people within a 24-hour period.
David took that frustration, channeled that energy toward a very positive solution designed to provide medical aid and relief supplies to people in need within 24 hours. The solution? A drone of all things, with attributes and capabilities unmatched in today's world of unmanned aircraft.
This drone can take off and land from virtually anywhere, carry a higher payload, and fly longer than any other drone in its class, and provide very valuable medical aid or search and rescue operations that other drones can't provide. We're achieving remarkable results in terms of payload and endurance. As a matter of fact, there's no other company in the world that can touch us.
Unveiled to the LifeWave community at our annual conference in 2022, a plan is already in place for a fleet of LifeWave humanitarian drones to come off the assembly line as early as late fall 2025. This is giving back on an epic scale.
With the patch technology, we accomplish things that no other company was able to accomplish, and the same thing is true about the drone. So we're going to be forging a new path forward for our community with new technology that's life-changing, that's world-changing, and we have an unbelievably great future ahead of us. And I'm more excited now about the future of LifeWave than ever before.
LifeWave 20th anniversary incentive trip around the Greek Isles, and we are having the time of our lives.
Every time I see you, I'm caught up in the feeling.
People are coming from every part of the world, Europe, Asia, America. When we are all together here, we are just one big family.
We are just bonding and having such joy and closeness and so much love, feeling the enrichment of the bonds of real relationships that are precious to me.
You know, LifeWave is about love, and you got to feel that, experience that. And the only way you're going to feel that is to be with each other, and we've got to enjoy that this week.
Every time I see you, I'm caught up in your magic.
The Greek islands are just beyond beautiful, with all the blue water, the white buildings, the blue tops. I mean, it's just such a unique place.
The food, the taste, the smells, the air, the water, so much for the eyes to take in, for the heart and soul to experience here. So these are memories of a lifetime being made. I'm so grateful.
We're here in Athens. We're having a blast. Thank you, LifeWave. We're so grateful to be here.
Dream come true, and we'll travel free, having fun. Look at these beautiful things behind us.
ライフウェーブを通じて今までも一つ一つ夢が叶ってきましたけれども、まさかこういった形で会社から自分の夢を形にしてもらえるとは思ってませんでした。本当に感謝してます。ありがとうございます。
It's a good place to gain more and strengthen up your business, who you are as a person, and how you're going to continue to build your LifeWave business.
The trips are literally a priceless experience. You want to commit to getting yourself locked in on the next incentive trips. It'll change your life. It'll change your business.
LifeWave.
Happy anniversary, everybody.
Celebration 20 years in the making, packed into one epic weekend. A personal journey, powered by revolutionary technology. More energy, timeless vitality, lasting longevity. Now is the time to share the light.
Come on up, directors. Congratulations.
Thank you for coming to the LifeWave Global Conference. It was lit. We're already dreaming about next year. California dreaming.
LifeWave Global Conference, Anaheim, California, Fall 2025. Registration is now open. Be the light. LifeWave.
It is an absolute blessing and a gift that LifeWave has not only survived as a company these past 20 years, but thrived and grown as well. From our humble beginnings in a small home office in Beaufort, Georgia, to multiple offices in the United States, Ireland, Japan, Taiwan, the Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, and South Korea, LifeWave has reached millions of people, bringing the gift of healing with light. LifeWave is a story that it should inspire all of us for the purpose of bringing out the greatness that resides inside each one of us. My dream to heal people with light was originally met with ridicule and skepticism. Yet, here we are today, manufacturing more than 20 million patches each and every month. I would like you to remember that when thinking about your own dreams, for with enough patience, perseverance, persistence, you can accomplish tomorrow what seems impossible today. Over the last 20 years, we have evolved as a business, and I am more excited about the future than ever before. LifeWave today is a health technology company. But as we continue to innovate and expand, we will unveil solutions to some of the most important challenges we face in everyday life. These new inventions and products will empower you to have a better life and freedom to live the life you want to. Thank you for being a part of the LifeWave community, and may God bless you and guide you on your own journey, living long and living well.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, type in the chat box 111, please, so that I know you guys can hear me loud and clear. Okay, so how's everyone doing today? We are back on another Super Wednesday session. I hope everyone is happy and healthy as always, being in this community. And there's so much to learn. So my name is Chin Hua, and if you guys are here for the first time, I co-host Super Wednesday together with Alfred, Mr. Lingam, and Pochu. So today we are going to be bringing you the excitement of this technology, and Alfred is going to be presenting a lot more on inflammation as a topic, main topic for today, and how this technology can help us to reduce inflammation over time, because inflammation is the root cause to all diseases. Okay, so before I introduce this very well-versed speaker, all right, Mr. Alfred, let me just quickly give you guys a brief introduction on who he is and what's he doing here. All right, so Mr. Alfred used to be a GM in a multinational company. He used to fly around a lot and not having the time to spend with his family. Yeah. And over the years, as an engineer, he basically developed habits, right, that actually help to deteriorate his lifestyle. Yeah, because of work stress, and things like that. When you're working in corporate, that is the picture most of the time. Okay. So then he decided to quit and venture into wellness. Yeah. So he has actually worked very hard to increase his knowledge in terms of health and also natural wellness. Yeah. And he's been a great support to our community. Okay, so without further ado, let's all type in the chat box 333 to welcome Mr. Alfred Lee. Thank you, everybody. Alfred,
Hello,
the
hello.
floor is yours.
Thank you, Jinhua. As usual,
Yes.
amazing MC work.
Yes. I
Hiya.
learned from the best. I learned from the best.
Ayo, must be you yourself, huh?
It's you.
Ayo. Okay. Thank you for
Yes.
the amazing introduction, as usual. Okay. Yeah, what Chinhua said was true. I bumped into LifeWave, looking for a solution for my wife and myself. Imagine it's very nice when you say that, wow, you are a general manager, of a multinational company. People look up to you. But trust me, it is not a very um it is not a very nice thing to be traveling all over the place. Initially, when you start, it would be wow, so nice. I get to travel again. I get to fly again. But the worst case I've tried is I brought my suitcase back on a Grab. My wife is at home. I dropped the bag. I took another bag and I went up on the same Grab again to the to the airport again to fly to somewhere else. Ayo. Then, my health started failing, and then basically I had very, very high cholesterol because I was working all the time, never take care of my health. It went up to 12.63. Anybody who don't believe me, I can actually have the report to show you. It was very, very bad. And then I also have high blood pressure, which I didn't tell anyone. That was about 4 years ago. No, 2 years plus 3 years ago. It measured 171 over 11 something. So it was really, really bad. So I didn't want to go on medication. I told the doctors, give me 3 months. If I don't make it, then I won't blame you. And then I will quietly take your, medication and all. without any fuss lah. So I bumped into LifeWave coincidentally in church. I saw somebody in front of me patching. I thought, what is that? Then, the rest was history lah. Okay, so let me start. I shall share my screen. So before I start tonight's presentation, it will be about inflammation. I hope I can shed some light into what we normally say and tell people. You will hear a lot of brand partners tell you, wow, inflammation is bad. Inflammation will kill off your stem cells, which is true. So let's talk and understand a little bit more about what is inflammation and what causes it. What is our problem today? So before I start, I would always go through this LifeWave disclaimer. So LifeWave products are for general wellness and intended only to maintain and encourage a general state of health and healthy activity. So the content provided here by the Super Wednesday team, myself and Chin Hua. Well, I think Chin Hua is an authority. He's a pharmacist, right? Is presented in summary form, is general in nature, and is provided for informational purposes only. Please always consult your physician or other qualified healthcare provider before embarking on a new health regimen, diet, or fitness program. Do not disregard any medical advice you have received or delay in seeking medical advice. So LifeWave reserves the right to change product prices or selection. So having gotten that out of the way, let's start. So before I joined LifeWave, let me share with you, I do not understand that there is 3 pillars of health, right? Now, there are 3 pillars of health, and number 1 is nutrition. When we talk about the minerals, we talk about the protein, we talk about vitamins. Those are the raw ingredients that our body needs in order to build more tissue, in order to build more blood, in order to build neurons itself, nerve cells, and things like that. Now, the second pillar is basically exercise. We talk about cardio fitness, the marathon, the sprinting. We talk about resistance training. You go to the gym, go to the fitness center, you try to lift heavy weights, exercise, and, some men will go there to look at, ladies as well, wash a bit of ice, right? And why is exercise important? Now, when we talk about the body's circulatory system, all right, there are 2 major parts. Number 1 is called the blood circulation, and the second part is called lymphatic circulation. Wow, this one I did not know until I did research, right? So when you talk about blood circulation, it has a pressure coming from the pumping of our heart. So the blood can be circulated, right? So however, one thing I do understand, when you look at the lymphatic system, which is important, there is no pumping from the heart wall. So in order for you to circulate the lymphatic drainage system, the drainage system have to be through movement, right? So this is why exercise is very important to ensure the body's immunity is intact, right? So when people say, hey, can I patch? People do ask me, I get questions like, when I patch, X39, can I sit down and, my stamina will increase, or, the patch will help me? It is true to a certain extent, but if you want faster results, exercise is a must, right? Most people talk about nutrition, okay? Now, most people talk about exercise. The last thing people talk about is your organ function. Okay? Now, not many people talk about organ function. Now, one simple question I ask you is, how is your digestion? How is your, absorption, right? And how is your excretion? That means you can poo-poo well or not, right? So, now, all these solutions are not to enhance organ function. You know, when my wife have this constipation problem, the doctors gave her antacid, and she has stomach ache. You know, she said you take probiotic, you know, and prebiotic. You know, so you know, to make matters worse, is when you pass the organ dysfunction system, you know, this problem, when you tell doctors this issue that you have, what they will do if you got digestion issue, what will they do? They give you antacid, right? I'm sure you've heard of Jinhua's story when, you know, he has gut problem. He chucks down Gaviscon, you know, antacid lah. So when you have absorption issue, the doctors, they will ask you to take probiotic and prebiotic, right? So when you have excretion or constipation issue, like my wife, they will tell her, take laxative medicine, no? Right? So all these solutions are not to enhance organ function, right? But to suppress the system or the symptom. Have you ever wondered why in this century, why we have so many nutritional supplements? You have, you know, I don't want to mention names lah. You have zinc, you know, I don't want to mention company names. You have zinc supplements lah, you know, a lot of supplements lah, right? So we have so many exercise gyms as well. Fitness First, all those kind of fitness thing. So many different kinds of exercising regime, right? And yet we are getting more and more incurable diseases. You notice or not? Is it because all these incurables or diseases originated from degeneration problem? So degeneration of what, you ask? Degeneration of our organs, actually. So I want to make it very, very clear. If you want to be a healthy person that live up to 70, 80, 90, now the mortality rate in Malaysia for a male is between 70 to 75. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mortality rate for a woman in Malaysia, it will be about 80 to 85. So our Tun M is something special. He is 10 something already, right? And you always know that basically there are news that, you know, he does a certain kind of treatment, you know, in Switzerland, right? So if you want to live up to 70, 80, 90, or even 120 with a healthy energy level, you need to place more focus on what? Nutrition, exercise, or organ function? Who can answer me? If you can type the answer in the chat box, you know. Is it nutrition? Is it exercise? Or is it organ function? Let me know. Which one is it? Yes, Pelitan says organ function. Wow, clever, right? I started learning about health during my secondary school days. And for the past 20 odd years, I can only say whatever people are doing is concentrated on nutrition and exercise. People say, I can eat, I can exercise, I do exercise every day. But now you can see the shift in the market towards enhancing organ function, correct? You start to, you start to realize this. Everyone start to realize this. And LifeWave is the only company out there, right, that is actually providing this this solution to people. And I'm so lucky I found this. So we're going to talk about you tonight, okay? I see a more holistic solution instead of taking medication in terms of enhancing the cellular energy level. And most important thing is to activate stem cells production. So we are going to talk about you tonight, right? All of you in this Zoom. Which organ function matters the most? And what are things we can do in order to rejuvenate and repair our organ functions? And what does inflammation do to all of us? Right? Okay, so we want to know about our internal organ functions. Let me use this diagram, okay, to illustrate. Now I want to build new muscles, right? I have to take fishes for my protein, correct? That is nutrition. Protein ingestion, when food enters my stomach, it goes to the stage number 2. You see number 2 there, huh? You see your stomach there, right? Protein digestion. When protein is broken down into amino acids by your stomach and intestines, ready to be absorbed. Okay? Now this stage is stage number 3. And number 3, amino acid absorption. When amino acid is absorbed into, you see number 4 there, huh? The amino acids will be transported by our circulatory system into our vital organs. Now, myogenesis, right? Now, there's one saying, you are what you eat, right? The kinds of amino acid that you use to build your body is exactly the same amino acid that you digest, or you ingest, or you eat. So, if you use back the 3 pillars of health and analyze this diagram, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So, let's take a look. Number 1 is nutrition, correct? You can choose what you eat. You can eat better. You can take more protein, right? Number 1 is nutrition. So, below number 2 is what? Organ function. Agree? Because protein digestion, right? So, number 3 is what? Also organ function. Number 4, building muscles is also what? Organ functioning, right? So which one is more important? In order for you to enhance your health, to really start improving your nutrition or to improve your organ function, which one? You can type in the chat box as well. Which one would you? People will say, "Aya, you take more better food lah." You know, like Chinese always say, you want to be smarter, you drink pig brain soup. Oh my God. What kind of pig brain soup? Well, to tell you the truth, my mom fed me pig brain soup last time when I was young. Oh my God. Okay, right? So, to make you even clearer about the importance of organ function, let us look at the common illnesses or the common chronic diseases we are seeing today, right? So you have acid reflux, like I said, or bloating, right? My wife had this, because she was constipated. So a lot of people will tell you, I got burning sensation because I got a lot of stomach acid reflux. Now, if I eat something not right, I feel bloated. I have digestion issues, right? So when I eat something that's not right, I also get diarrhea and difficulty in gaining weight. Okay? And when I have chest pains, the doctor say you have vascular damage, right? And because of all this degeneration, you suffer muscle loss as you age. When you are 30 years old, you seriously pack more muscles. As you age 40, 50, 60, I actually feel it, The muscles, the size of the muscles also, shrinks. Okay? So, now, if you look at this, would you increase your nutrition or would you take care of your organ function? I would definitely take care of organ functions from now on, right? We are clear, Okay, so LifeWave is actually in the center of all these organ functions. Okay, it helps us. Now, we're going to talk about how to repair or reverse aging of your internal organ function. So each one of us have two types of age. Number one is chronological age, where you are born in 1970s, 1980s, you are 10 years old, 1990s, you are 20 years old, year 2000, you are 30 years old. That is your chronological age. So number one, as I've mentioned just now, is chronological age. Number two is biological age. To put it simply, chronological age means how old you are. Say, for example, I am 29 years old. Wow, how I wish that was about 20 years ago, right? But now you look like 20 years old. Okay? That is a look, means the look means biological age. Do you have friends who are 50 years old but look like 60 years old? I'm sure you have, right? Right? So in order to return from 60 years old to back to 50 years old, right? That is called what? Anti-aging. So you need to repair internal organ to reflect who you are on the outside, right? Now, however, are you going to compromise to look exactly like what you age or what you should be when you reach the age of 90 years old? Or do you want to look like 90 years old? Or do you want to maybe look like 60 years old when you are 90? Or maybe look like 50 years old, right? So this kind of vitality that you have, even at the age of 90, and is still equivalent to that when you are 50. So from 50, you to return or even reverse back to 35 years old, we call this reverse aging, right? To give you an example, if today your car battery is flat, right? Your car cannot move, your car cannot start. In order for you to start the car, you need energy, right? You need energy. So when you talk about anti-aging, the key element is how to increase the cellular age, right? The cellular energy in such a way that your body can utilize this additional amount of energy to repair organ functions, like the jumpstart kit, right? However, this engine that you have jump-started, it will actually start to move, right? Very good. But this is a 30 years old engine. Over 30 years old of engine. No matter how good you take care of it, the engine is still spool of black smoke lah. Okay, because it's so old already, wear and tear. So what you need to do is try to go inside and replace the spare parts, right? To remove the gas pipe, to remove the timing chain, to remove the water pipe or the water pump. So the work that you do to do this kind of replacement with the new spare part in your body is done by what? Stem cells. Which means to say, today, if you want to look younger than who you are, firstly, you need to have enough energy to achieve anti-aging. Okay? Then you need to have enough stem cells to reverse your age. Now, if you look at the wellness market right now, in general, they are divided into two markets, right? The first market is about anti-aging, right? The first market is about anti-aging, where you have a lot of fruit juice, a lot of supplements, a lot of energy therapeutic products, like garments, pants, and we talk about reverse aging, it's all about talking stem cells injection, PRP. You talk about placenta, all right? And basically, LifeWave has the best part of both worlds. Trust me. Okay? So, I'm very confident to guarantee you that you won't find a second product that can give you energy at the same time, activate your stem cells, and actually repair, right? Energy to repair your body. Okay? And basically receive over 200 patents. So, okay, let me do a recap. If today you want to make ourselves look younger, to be younger, number one, you need to repair your deteriorating body. You need energy. Secondly, you need enough stem cells, right? You look at the chart, to reverse your age and to look younger than who you are. These two key elements are already being taken care of by LifeWave X39. But you look at the bottom there, these two key elements are already being taken care of by LifeWave X39. But there is still one very important element, time. Many people, when they start patching, after 1 week, 2 weeks, they say, hey, I don't feel anything. Okay? So, please understand, I can give you the best phone, or Jinhua, or Pochu, or Mr. Lingam can give you the best phone. iPhone 18. Well, no, iPhone 18 belum keluar lah. Sorry iPhone 17, right? I can give you the best charger. But you think, if you don't give me the time to charge your phone can never be charged. Correct or not? So, who is the person that can give you this time to repair the function, to reverse the aging? Who? It is you yourself. Agree? So no matter how good the product is, you need to give it time, right? Give your bodies more chances to go into the deeper structure to rejuvenate and reverse the aging. So your body's organ function, although most of the people, when they join, they can come in with the smallest package, which is what we call core now, is because you want to use the most minimum amount of money to enjoy this technology before you see, oh, I have a new hope. I have a new dream. I look younger now. I look better. Hey, my wrinkles are gone. I can age gracefully. My constipation gone. My, how do you say this? My frozen shoulder gone. Only then you upgrade your packages. This is the beautiful thing about LifeWave. If you continue to use LifeWave X39, you will see bigger changes, right? Now, one important thing is we cannot feel our skin growing, right? We cannot feel our hair is growing. So all this improvement that is given by X39, you can feel. So the best way to document is what? Always your brand partner will tell you, take a photo, and take a photo, right? So remember, when you use the X39, take a photo 30 days later, okay, and look at the changes. Now, most of us brand partners are very, very sure that you will be surprised, for this is the best decision you have ever made in your life. Okay? So let's move on. Now, we want to learn about what is energy and what is phototherapy. A lot of people tell me, Alfred, you always say phototherapy, photobiomodulation. Ini what big word, all these words, right? So scientists define energy as the ability to do work. Now, as we grow older, our cells also grow older and their ability to produce energy is reduced. Do you know that when you need to form new cells, your body needs to produce negative 50 millivolts? Okay? Minus 50 millivolts. So if your body is producing minus 20 millivolts, it's not enough to produce new stem cells or new cells. Okay? So the organ function degenerate. So this is the reason why we want to repair our organ functions. We have to improve the energy at the cellular level. So how do we quantify energy? Energy is quantified as frequency. Okay? As the frequency gets higher, the energy also increase. Right? So today we talk about, in the wellness market, there are many energy-based products, if you notice. We have products on terahertz-based product, which is 10 to the power of 12, I think. Yeah, 10 to the power of 12. In this region, we have products like the infrared mattresses. Within this region also, we have radio wave as an energy, microwave as an energy, infrared as an energy, UV, X-ray, gamma ray, all these are energy. However, the wellness market is restricted to terahertz infrared visible light, UV. Maybe because some people, they use UV as a way to kill germs. Some of it they use in the water machine, right? They are water machine. Some UV technology to kill germs. So when it comes to the wellness market, we actually have limited ourselves to this area, right? So this is the reason why LifeWave also is an expert and specializes within the visible light region. So let me tell you what it is. Visible light frequency is the language that our human body talks to, okay? So what is this phototherapy that all brand partners are mentioning about phototherapy, photobiomodulation? So in a nutshell, it means that any frequency within the visible light region that we use for a therapeutic effect is called phototherapy, right? For example, why I say that visible light frequency speak our body language, because it's proven, right, that the body responds to different frequencies of light, different colors of light, and LifeWave is an expert in the visible light region. Okay, so today you go to the red light district area, say Geylang in Singapore. Okay, we see red light. We do not see blue light, green light, because red color, the frequency makes our body increase adrenaline. It makes us excited. Okay, so if you today go into the hospitals, the walls are printed in blue color. Can you imagine if hospitals you have never met hospitals with red color walls, right? Otherwise, people will get high blood pressure and die, right? When you look at blue ocean, you feel relaxed because blue color reduces our stress hormone, right? When we are young, my mother always asks me, hey, you better look at more green color if you do not want to wear spectacles, right? Why must it be green color, not yellow color? Because green color can regulate our organ function. Okay, if you go to a beauty salon and if you ask for whitening therapy, they might suggest you a yellow LED light therapy, because yellow color can increase your body's antioxidant and also have whitening effect. So you see, if we can find a frequency within the visible light region, it can affect the chemical reaction inside the body. Whereas light waves, length like gamma ray, infrared, UV ray, cannot do this for the body. So this is why LifeWave focuses on the visible light region, because this is where it can speak directly to our body. So if red color can give us vitality or energy, right? Blue color can give us relaxation. Green color can regulate organ function. Yellow color can increase antioxidant, right? You will ask me, what is X39's color, right? So if you compare LifeWave products, the products improve energy. The energy enhancer is red color, right? Aeon is blue color, relax. SP6 is green color, regulates organ function and hormones, and in clinical studies that we have, you can easily see blue color is the baseline for all organ function. Okay, after using SP6, you can see the green color, all the number become positive. Okay, it means that SP6 can help our body regulate the physiological function of the organ. Now, in simple layman terms, our organ simply gets healthier. So we talk about increasing antioxidant with glutathione. Okay, so yellow color improves glutathione level. So a different kind of frequency within the visible light region can actually give us a different type of effect. So can I also isolate some of the frequency within the visible light region so that they can enhance and increase our stem cells? Can, right? So this is the X39, but of course, this is a trade secret, you know. We can't tell you what frequency LifeWave is using, okay? But X39 can really increase stem cells and is clinically proven, right? So now, whatever claims that LifeWave has made for LifeWave products are backed by science. There are over 80 clinical studies, more than 200 global patents. You can check it out yourself, you know. Don't trust me. Don't trust Jinhua. We might be bluffing you, So trust yourself. Go and do your due diligence yourself. Go to USPTO website, check out the patent number, and then this is actually a screenshot directly from the USPTO website, right? So you can check it out yourself, find out yourself, convince yourself. So this is an abstract from one of the patents, right? It's a wearable phototherapy, it's a wearable phototherapy apparatus, activation of stem cells by a non-transdermal container, and it elevates GHK copper, right? So now I receive a lot of people, they ask me, it's very easy to secure patents, and patent does not mean anything. So having a lot of patents doesn't mean anything, but that and the product is functional. So I don't agree. I tell these people there's not a very wise statement. So let me answer you using this website extract, right? First of all, what kind of invention can be protected, or can you apply for a patent number? Look at it. It must have an element of novelty. Second, it cannot be deduced by a person having an ordinary skill in a relevant technical field. Okay? It means that LifeWave using phototherapy technology via a patch to activate stem cells is the first in the world. Okay? And the third area is the invention must be capable of industrial application. Okay? Meaning, I cannot just take two pieces of plastic, put something white in between, go to China, print two pieces of white paper and use one sellotape and put some white color paper inside. Can I just go and use that and apply for a patent and say to everybody that this product can really activate stem cells without any clinical studies or proven theory? Cannot, right? So this is the power of patents, and patents are very strong evidence that LifeWave products not only went through very robust scientific research, we are also proven. Okay, so much for that. Now, let's take a look. We are all aging, and this is one disease that human cannot escape from. Aging, right? An age-related disease. 80% have one chronic disease. 77 have two. Overall, 80% of older and middle-aged adults experience chronic pain. Okay? And 43% of all adults suffer adverse health effect from stress, either from work, go and blame your boss, either from work or from family or from boyfriends or from girlfriends or from father, mother that actually pressure everyone, right? So 70% of people experience physical and mental symptoms of stress. Okay, now stress can have a significant impact on stem cells. It affects their division, it affects their differentiation, and it affects their function. Okay, so chronic pain, like I mentioned just now, affects 1.5 billion people around the world. Now, this figure aligns with common estimates, highlighting the immense global impact of chronic pain. Okay, it is often estimated that approximately 1 in 5 adults worldwide, that means roughly 1.5 billion people, suffer from chronic pain. Okay, so This level makes chronic pain a major public health crisis, and it is a leading contributor to the years lived with disability globally, right? 7% of general adult population in Malaysia experience persistent pain, okay? Meaning 82% reporting interference with daily activities like walking or sitting down or sleeping cannot. It affects them, right? And in Singapore, 8.7% of adults in Singapore report chronic pain, okay? And rates increase sharply with age, okay? Women had it worse, slightly at 10.9%. Wow. Go figure, huh? Okay, so what are the types of pain? Number 1, acute pain. Number 2, chronic pain. Number 3, radiating pain. This is more to sciatica, traveling down the leg. Referred pain felt in different areas, such as the shoulder from a heart attack. Okay, and 5 is what I've been talking about, nociceptive pain, triggered by tissue damage like sprains or fractures, you know, neuropathic pain caused by nerve damage. And this is normally felt like burning or tingling sensation. Okay, so how do we feel pain? Now, when injury happens, there's an immediate release of oxidative chemicals, right? So what happens next? The damaged tissues send the pain signal through the nerves to a spinal cord. The spinal cord tells the brain, and the brain processes the signal and recognizes it as pain. So normally in the market now, pain relief drugs work by blocking or reducing these pain signals, making us feel less pain. Okay, so LifeWave have patches that actually support pain relief like IceWave, Aeon, X39, and additionally, you might want to consider carnosine and glutathione as well, right? Now, LifeWave, the patches, and David Smith has gone through 20 years of research and development, okay? Now, when we talk about X39, X39 reduces pain by about 50%, okay? And LifeWave X39 patch work with light. It resets genes to a more useful state, okay? And these are the benefits. It supports, you know, and improve exercise performance, reduces minor aches and pain, okay? Improves mental clarity, manage inflammation, which is more important, which is what we are going to talk about tonight, okay? Naturally, no drugs, no stimulant, okay? It mobilizes stem cells and supports wound healing. Basically, this is a new technology that stimulates the skin with low levels of light to activate the production of GHK copper and improve our body's energy flow and stem cells. Remember, I told you just now, our body works with energy, right? It improves skin appearance, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and improves our sleep. Okay, when you sleep better, it supports your overall health and well-being. Okay, now inflammation. Inflammation is actually the body's protective response to harmful stimuli, such as pathogens, which means bacteria and viruses, damaged cells or irritants. It is an important part of the immune system that aims to eliminate the initial cause of cell injury. It also helps the body clear out damaged tissues and initiate the healing process. Okay? It is a complex event involving immune cells, blood vessels, and molecular mediators. Okay, what is inflammation? Inflammation can be categorized into a few areas, which is tissue injury, chemical release, vascular changes, or cellular recruitment. Okay, in layman terms, you will when you have inflammation, you will feel pain, you either feel the area is slightly elevated in terms of temperature, you will see some redness, either you will see swelling and loss of function. Okay, so inflammation is actually our body's response to injury, infection, and other harmful stimuli, like what I said. Okay, it can be characterized by redness, heat, swelling, pain, and loss of function. Okay, and now chronic inflammation can lead to heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. Okay, so types of inflammation. The most common and important way to categorize inflammation is based on its duration. Okay, now this leads to two primary types, which is acute and chronic inflammation. So acute inflammation is the body's immediate short-term response to injury or any infection. Okay, chronic inflammation occurs when the body's initial acute response fails to eliminate the cause. Okay, so what I mean by this? Now, chronic inflammation, the symptom is always not obvious. Something like persistent pain, not sharp, but dull pain. You feel tired, fatigued, you have headaches, you have gut disturbances, your stomach don't feel well, you have brain fog. Okay, but if you do not manage it well, chronic disease develop into autoimmune diseases. Okay, now chronic inflammation can cause you to have cardiovascular disease, is a cause of autism, rheumatoid arthritis, autoimmune disease. It can also cause depression or neurological disease, rheumatoid arthritis, and even cancer. Okay, now let's take a look at acute inflammation. What does it do? You will feel redness, heat, swelling, immediate reactions, and it will also it can be caused by chemical irritant, frostbite, cuts, lacerations, stabbing, trauma, like bruises, sprain, broken bones, allergic reactions, burns, and infection. So these are the two types of inflammation. Okay, so why chronic inflammation is harmful, right? What are the symptoms? You will see flushed skins, swelling, heat, pain, tenderness, Signs of chronic inflammation can have abdominal pain, chest pain to some. Some will feel tired, fatigue, or you cannot sleep, have insomnia. Some will have fever. Some will have joint pains and stiffness, and some will have mouth ulcers, sores. Okay? Signs of chronic inflammation will also be shown as skin rash, depression. Some have diarrhea or constipation. You will have acid reflux. Weight gain or weight loss. Some people gain weight if they are, having chronic inflammation, and frequent infections. Okay, so how we need to reduce inflammation now? These are medical infrared imaging extracted from clinical studies before and after the use of Aeon. Okay, now the above images actually show reduction in inflammation of human after 20 minutes or so of using Aeon, right? So this is a thermal imaging of a dog only after 20 minutes of using Aeon. Okay, so we can manage inflammation and actually pain to a certain extent by using LifeWave's Aeon, YH Aeon. Okay, so the benefits, it promotes relaxation, reduces stiffness and stress, supports a healthy inflammation response. It is clinically proven to reduce stress. Clinically proven, everyone. Okay, this is very important, and is clinically proven to bring down inflammation of the body because it reduces the cortisol level. Okay, it promotes relaxation, eliminate mental fatigue, increases physical strength, and has anti-aging effect. So if you want to bring down your inflammation, for your stem cells to survive longer, to do a better job for you, use Aeon together with X39. So you will actually maximize the benefits when you use this combo. X39 will actually elevate GHK copper, support healthy stem cells, and is clinically proven to enhance overall vitality and wellness. Now, when you use it together with Aeon, Aeon is clinically proven to reduce stress in the body and it promotes relaxation. And when that happens, inflammation will go down. When inflammation goes down, your stem cells survive longer in the body to do its work that is intended, right? So why this combo? This is Jinlong's favorite analogy. So during a fire, the fireman needs to put out a fire before the doctor can help the victims, right? So stem cells are actually drawn to the site of inflammation to heal damaged tissues, but unmanaged inflammations also kill stem cells. So to allow stem cells to survive longer and differentiate to the required cells, for repair, we must first reduce inflammation. So if you notice, normally we will recommend these two products to go in tandem or hand in hand when you use LifeWave. Okay, so let's talk about another amazing part is how to manage pain, right? Because a lot of inflammation just now will cause you pain, right? So LifeWave has a technology. If you look, we have 13 clinical studies under the resource tab for the patch that we call IceWave. The IceWave patch offers an alternative approach, okay, without side effects for immediate pain relief. Okay, now I would like to tell you this, IceWave patches are not designed to block pain signal. Okay, it stimulates specific points on the skin to help manage pain and inflammation. Okay, so this is a testimony of a LifeWave brand partner. His frozen shoulder was gone in 2 minutes. So if you use IceWave, IceWave is a safe and natural pain relief so that you will bring down the pain and also inflammation in your body. Okay, so it can be used for the whole body and also for localized pain. It's fast acting and rapid pain relief. Most importantly, it is non-addictive. Okay, it's convenient and easy to use. You just patch, drink water, and go. Right? It is patented and basically is non-toxic, non-transdermal, and non-invasive. Right? So these are the steps for pain management. Please get back to your brand partner that brought you into this Zoom call, and he will actually guide you how to go through step 1 to step 8, okay, in detail. So these are some of the placement guides for IceWave. Now, for general pain relief throughout the body, you can put on K1, which is kidney 1, which is also known as the acupuncture point called Yongguan. Okay, so normally we will locate the most painful part, the most painful area, and place the tan patch. Okay, and the white patch will actually go through the clockwise when you start 12 o'clock. Then after that, you can drink some water and you try 3 o'clock. Then you compare the 3 o'clock position against the 12 o'clock position, which one brings down the pain more. Okay, if pain is still not satisfied, you can move the white patch to the 6 o'clock place and also to the 9 o'clock place. Okay, so the other thing is also to bracket the pain. Let's say if the pain is at the back, the most painful part, you put the tan patch at the most painful part, and directly diagonal to the front part, you put the white color patch. Okay, so you can actually try this. Okay, for lower back pain, this is very, very effective. I think I have helped quite a few ladies. Ladies normally have lower back pain, manage their lower back pain by using LifeWave like this. Okay, bracket the pain by placing a white patch on the right of the painful area and left of the painful area. Okay, so now you must also make some lifestyle changes lah. Food can actually trigger or worsen your pain, especially chronic or inflammatory pain. Include processed food, refined grains, okay, sugar, sweetened beverage, red and processed meat, fried food, alcohol, and potentially nightshade vegetables. These food can actually increase inflammation, spike your blood sugar, or contain compounds like saturated fat, which contribute to pain. Okay, so inflammatory food like processed food or refined grains like white bread, pasta, white rice, pastry can lead to increased inflammation and unstable blood sugar level. Okay, please also try to stay away from sugar and sweetened drinks, red or processed meat, fried food like French fries, fried chicken, and donuts are high in unhealthy fats, and this can actually worsen pain. Alcohol can cause inflammation and is often consumed with other inflammation promoting foods. Like, you know, when you go to a pub or you go to a bistro, you drink beer, normally it goes with some fried food, right? Okay, so yeah, please do take care of this. All right, so there are also anti-inflammatory foods for those that contain compounds like antioxidant, polyphenols, and omega-3 fatty acids, which actually help protect cells and reduce chronic inflammation in the body. Okay, if you look at the picture, there is fatty fish. I mean, they are rich in omega-3. Fruits like berries, blueberry, strawberry, raspberries, and blackberries. They are rich in anti-inflammatory property, right? Cherries also have high anti-inflammatory effect. Citrus food rich in vitamin C, and grapes. Actually, grapes contains resveratrol, which is also anti-inflammatory. Okay, then you can see some vegetables there like leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard. They are rich in vitamin K and antioxidant. Broccoli, cauliflower. Okay, these are some of them. Healthy fats like extra virgin olive oil. Okay, and whole grains. Okay, and I also advocate for herbs and spices, turmeric. These are anti-inflammatory. Okay, so humans also need trace minerals, and these are important for pain relief. Avocado will give you more potassium, banana magnesium, dark chocolate copper, and coincidentally, I just learned this from Jinlong. Dark chocolate actually increases the production of stem cells in the body. Yay. Okay, so with that, I have come to the end of my presentation for today. I pass it back to Jinhua. Thank you, guys.
Wow. Amazing information learning. I think we all actually know what's happening to our body, right? The inflammation, the food that we eat, the choices, the stress, the radiation. I mean, it's happening. It's happening to everybody. It's just that sometimes we don't have a solution on knowing how to manage it because everyone has inflammation these days. Yeah. So that's why X39 Aeon is the most convenient way for us to actually get down the inflammation so that our risk of getting diseases is much lower. Yeah. So if you heard Alfred say just now, a lot of younger people now are falling ill. Yeah. Not like minor illness. It's like cancer and things like that. So those are all basis of inflammation. When it gets chronic, then your system just fails. And there's so many cancer cases that, suddenly they just go and check, no symptoms, and it's just stage 4. It's crazy. Yeah. So that's why I always tell people, look, we are doing prevention here, right? So either way, we will still pay. We pay now or we pay later, we will still pay. I prefer to pay it now. Yeah, pay it forward. And this is something that a lot of people, when they look at the cost of investing in their own health, many times it's always a handbrake because they feel that, wow, so much money to spend and all that. But they overlook what medical costs can actually cost us. Yeah, it can make a family go bankrupt, especially now with the inflation and the cancer treatments are going over 1 million. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So don't look at prevention as a cost. Look at prevention as an investment. It's for yourself, it's for your family. If you're not healthy, how are you going to take care of your family members? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Jinhua, it can actually drain a family's financial
Yeah.
resources
Yeah.
very
So
badly.
no joke. Yeah. Even medical insurance can't cover these days. It's crazy. I mean, like,
Yeah.
this is the least that we can do for ourselves and our families for not being selfish. And this is self-love. Yeah. So this is something that you can protect your family. Okay. All right. Yes. Let's check in the chat box and see if there are any questions tonight. If you guys have any questions, you can actually type in the chat box here. We have some time left. Okay, right. Yes, great presentation. Of course, yeah. It's Brother Alfred. Thank you so much for the love.
Hiyo.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So good tonight. I think your presentation is very clear. I think there are no questions. Okay. So we can announce some of the
Yes.
announcement, right? All right.
Yes.
Okay. Wait, there are some questions coming in already. Esther Tan, where do I patch for toothache? Okay, Esther. For toothache at night, you can patch your Aeon here. It's pretty good. Yeah. So you can patch your Aeon here, this side, or whichever side that's painful lah. Yeah. So I tried before, like yeah, it's just like not the very painful thing. It's just sometimes you drink cold water and then it's sensitive. So I patch here. But if the problem persists, you still need to go to the dentist and check, because we don't know what's the cause. It could be infection and things like that. Okay. All right, Jovita, what happens if you forget to change X39 after 12 hours? Okay, so the recommended is to use is 12 hours. After that, you take it out. If let's say you forget and you leave it on, it doesn't harm your body. So what happens is that it just doesn't work. Yeah, and it causes skin rash and redness and things like that. Okay, so as soon as you remember, just remove it and then don't keep patching at the same spot. You can move it down anywhere along your spine. It will still work anywhere along your backbone. Okay. All right. Pearly, do you think we can get a copy of the presentation so we can educate ourselves prior to educating our prospect? Alfred, this one is for you.
Pearly, it's best that you ask the people to come in to Super Wednesday. Then we will have fun together. We will have fun together. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We learn in groups. Yeah. Okay. Ariel, Jinlong previously advocates to reduce fruits intake, but just now I mentioned there are some anti-inflammatory fruits. So is it better to take fruit or not? Okay. So this is a very good question, Ariel. And the when Jinlong mentioned this reduced fruit intake, it doesn't mean that completely stop. One apple or one orange a day is good enough. Yeah. Now the reason why is because our blood system is warm. Some people, vegans that take like one whole big plate of fruits, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the thing that's healthy is actually not. It's actually loading your body, and fruits in general are cooling. So when you take it, it actually cools your blood system and it causes inflammation because it's jam. Your blood cannot flow through your entire body, so then your organs cannot receive blood supply. It's like your house, you cannot receive enough electricity, your TV not working, your PC not working, everything is not working well. It's the same for our human body as well. So one apple and one orange is good enough. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay. Lim Swee Chin, I suffered from sciatica for 3 days, patch ice on buttock, 39 daytime, Aeon night, still cannot work. Oh, need help. Okay. Lim Swee Chin, okay. Maybe I unmute you, Lim Swee Chin. Where are you? See. Hello. Swee Chin, are you there?
Hello,
Okay.
I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hi. Hi, Swee Chin.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay.
Yes, okay. So you had this sciatica, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It suddenly happened.
Oh, it just suddenly happened. Can I just ask you a couple of questions?
Yes.
Right. Do you normally suffer from sciatica, like a history of sciatica?
No.
All right.
I was
So,
20 years ago. I suffered one time. 20 years ago.
okay. So that's it.
Yes.
How long have you been using the patches so far?
Oh, since 2020.
Oh, 200. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
First
That's good.
batch.
Right.
First the Jinlong.
Wow, congratulations. So long already. Must be seeing a lot of benefits, Yeah. Okay. Did you enjoy yourself recently? Any like your spine issue and things like that?
No.
Nothing. It just came like that lah.
Yes.
Okay. May I know how do you patch your ice wave?
You see, both the buttocks is painful. So when I press, you see, my flesh is not pain. It's inside, inside. Buttock got a lot of flesh, right?
Yeah.
So when you press, it's inside. I don't know whether it's the bone or it's the nerve, I can't feel, but I can feel the pain. So I put one pair on each side.
One pair on each side of your buttock lah. Okay.
Because
Okay.
both sides also pain, ma. So
Oh.
then I put the X39 behind the neck Aeon. The pain is still there. It doesn't reduce anything.
Oh, okay. But your legs no pain lah, no numbness, no pain your legs.
No, nothing.
Oh, only your buttocks
Yes. So moving is quite difficult. When I sleep, I want to turn sideways, left or right, a little bit pain. When I sit down, I want to get up. The buttock also pain.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I suggest you where do you patch your Aeon
Aeon the behind the neck is nice.
Oh, okay. Right. Can I suggest you something? Now, because we don't know what's the underlying root cause, but what you can do, right, is to focus on your spine. Okay. So you use
spine, there's no pain. I press on my spine the whole thing until the tailbone, there's no pain.
Yes, I understand. But it could be from your tailbone.
Yes.
Okay. So what you can do is your Aeon, you patch at the tailbone area. Okay. And then your tonight. And then your ice wave, you use one pair and you put a straight line before your Aeon.
Oh, so, same line, vertically.
Vertically. So right on your spine. So your
spine
brown
is
patch
on top of the spine or beside the spine?
on top of the spine.
Okay.
So one straight line. Brown patch, ice wave, white patch, ice wave, and then Aeon.
Oh, okay. So brown first, brown, white, Aeon. One straight line.
Yeah.
Okay, so both sides don't want to patch.
No need. The rest no need.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you try this now. The reason is why, because your pain is from your tailbone, right? So we focus.
I think so from the tailbone. It branch out from the tailbone. But tailbone, when I press, there's no pain.
Correct. So you try that first. You try that position first, and you see how you feel.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Okay. See. Okay. Jason came across a neighbor who has heart muscle inflammation. How do I recommend her to LifeWave product? Okay. Alfred, would you like to take this?
Jason, okay. Jason, I think if anybody would like to start on LifeWave, you please start them off with X39 and Aeon, right? The inflammation can be dealt by both the X39 and the Aeon. Okay. Do X39 during the daytime behind the neck and Aeon behind the neck also 12 hours and 12 hours, right? And you have to advise this person to stay hydrated. Okay, so basically, yeah, inflammation of the heart muscles, the is both the X39 and Aeon will help in inflammation. Okay.
Yes, fantastic. Okay. All right. Yes, Liam, Alfred, it would be helpful if your great presentation could be summarized to allow us time to digest all the info. Yes, yes. It will take many rounds of listening actually, yeah. Yeah, so we always repeat and then you can come and learn and with different topics lah. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for the feedback. So Alfred, you take note on that also. Okay.
Yeah.
Pearly Tan, thank you to Alfred and Chima for putting this presentation together. My take on the presentation is 3 pillars of health. I was not aware of the importance of the 3 pillars of health prior to this Zoom meeting. Much appreciated. Thank you, Pearly. Yes, very, very powerful actually. So a lot of times we overload our body with supplements, but not focusing on the organ functions. That's why nothing gets absorbed and it builds up toxin in our system. Okay. All right, Yuri, what is wrong about drinking ice drinks? I understand drink ice water during meal is not good, but how about in between time where much later or way before a meal, 1 to 3 hours before or after a meal? Alfred, would you like to take this one?
Can.
Cold drink.
Uric, cold drinks is not actually recommended. Why? Because when our diet, we use oil for cooking. And basically when you actually drink cold water, the oil will turn into, fats, right? And it is harder to digest in that sense. So, it's best that you also do not drink cold water because when you drink cold water, it actually shocks your body system, okay? Not to say before or after meal, when you drink cold water, because our body temperature is 96 point something, all right? So if you drink cold water, is basically you shock the system and your body have to immediately regulate this cold drink that is in your body back up to the normal system, normal temperature. So that's why it is not so recommended to drink cold water. Neither it is also recommended to drink too hot the water, right? Right. I hope I answered your question, Yurik.
Yeah. That's a great explanation. Okay. Yep. So we answered all the questions. Okay. So let's go into the announcement. Right.
Yep.
So let's see what's exciting for everybody. So LifeWave, we have a lot of activities. You guys can always come and learn, participate in events because everyone's experience is different. And every day, rain or shine, we have business opportunity presentation where we focus on the company technology, the product and the background of the company. You can come and learn. You can always bring friends. So every day without fail, Monday to Sunday, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, so you can always come and learn. Okay, so this is in Jinlong's office, Old Klang Road. So this is the address. So take a picture and then contact your sponsor if you want to come and learn. Your sponsor can bring you here, no problem. Okay. Right. What's next? Yes, this one is very exciting because Meredith Burkage, our president of LifeWave, is flying to Malaysia to do this with us. Okay, so Ride the Wave is about the business opportunity, why LifeWave in the next 10, 20 years will be technology by force, okay, company by force as well, okay? So this is very interesting. And do we still have tickets for this, Alfred?
Sorry?
Do we still have tickets for sale, this one?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. So get back to your sponsor as well if you want to come and learn, yeah. So we have a lot of great speakers like Mr. Kamal Mustafa is a great leader, Coach G. She's a very good social media leader as well. Okay. So of course, Mr. Lee Jinlong and Ronald Lee, and also Dr. Everett Chu, our president of LifeWave Asia Pac. Okay. So wait for you guys. This is on 14th of November, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay. All right. Next. That's it for today. Okay, so great. Thank you everybody for being with us tonight. I hope you guys enjoy this session. And we are signing off. Me, Mr. Alfred, Mr. Lingam, and Pochu. We wish you guys a successful, healthy, and happy journey. So we'll see you guys next week. We'll talk about different things. And tomorrow, Jinlong will be on for open mic. Always so exciting. I can always tell people it's more exciting than watching Korean drama because we hear so many different cases, like improvements, and we troubleshoot for people as well if they're not using it correctly or see no improvements. Yeah. So come in and listen because every day is something new. Yeah. And I love it. Yeah. So rain or shine, we're still gonna be here with you. All right. So that's the end. Thank you so much, guys. Good night and take good care. Bye bye. Bye bye.